Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're re-diving deep into a story that feels like it's been ripped straight from a forgotten folktale. A chilling legend that has clung to the misty hills of a remote region for generations. We're talking about the village of Oakhaven and the dark secret it holds within its heart. Place known only as the Blackwood Manor. Locals whisper that Oakhaven isn't your typical sleepy village. They say the people there are different. They call it a village of rascals, a community bound by a pact much older and darker than any town charter. The stories paint a picture of a place where smiles hide secrets, and a friendly wave might be a warning. And at the center of it all, looming over the village from its perch on a desolate hill, is Blackwood Manor. The manor has been abandoned for over a century, or so the official records say, but the people of Oakhaven know better. They say the house is very much alive, and it's hungry. The legend is simple and terrifying. Anyone who dares to cross the threshold of Blackwood Manor is never seen again. Not a trace, not a whisper. They just vanish, swallowed by the house itself. Over the years, many have tested this legend. There was the group of college students on a dare in the 80s, their car found abandoned on the overgrown driveway. There was a paranormal investigation team in the late 90s, their last garbled transmission, speaking of shifting walls and doors that weren't there before. More recently, a travel blogger known for exploring haunted locations went to Oakhaven to debunk the myth. His last post was a photo of the manor's imposing iron gate, captioned, "Time to face the ghosts." He's been missing for 2 years. So, what is the truth behind Blackwood Manor? Is it a genuine supernatural anomaly, a gateway to another dimension? Or is something far more terrestrial and sinister at play? The most disturbing part of the legend isn't just about the house, it's about the villagers. They don't warn outsiders away. In fact, some stories claim they subtly encourage the curious, the brave, and the foolish to visit the manor. They offer misleading directions, speak of hidden treasures within its walls, and watch with knowing eyes as another soul walks toward the decaying estate. This is where the term Village of Rascals takes on a truly sinister meaning. Are they guardians of the house? Or are they its caretakers, feeding it with unsuspecting victims? The stories suggest a symbiotic relationship. The village prospers in strange ways, unusually good harvests, an uncanny lack of illness, and a startling amount of good fortune. It's as if the house rewards them for their service. Let's explore the history. Blackwood Manor was built in the late 18th century by a reclusive aristocrat, Silas Blackwood. He was rumored to be obsessed with alchemy and the occult, and he built the house to his own bizarre specifications, with hidden passages, windowless rooms, and a labyrinthine basement. He had no family and vanished from all historical records shortly after the manor was completed. The house has stood empty ever since, at least officially. But what if Silas never left? What if his experiments succeeded in some horrifying way, trapping him within the very fabric of the building, turning it into a predatory entity? And what if he struck a deal with the original settlers of Oakhaven, a deal for prosperity in exchange for sacrifice? This would explain the villagers' strange behavior and the unsettling silence that surrounds every disappearance. They aren't just protecting a secret, they're upholding a covenant. Think about it. In a small, isolated community, how could so many people vanish without a massive, ongoing investigation? The local authorities always seem to hit dead ends. Files go missing. Witnesses become unreliable. It's as if a collective effort ensures the truth is never uncovered. The villagers, the rascals, work in concert to maintain the status quo, to keep the house fed and their village blessed. The few who claim to have escaped the manor's immediate vicinity never from inside tell harrowing tales. They speak of a palpable sense of dread that descends as you approach, of whispers carried on the wind that sound like your own name, of seeing movement in the darkened windows even though the house is derelict. One hiker who got lost and stumbled upon the property described feeling an overwhelming compulsion to walk up to the front door, an almost hypnotic pull that he fought with every fiber of his being. He said he saw the villagers watching him from the edge of the woods, their expressions not of concern, but of disappointment. So, the mystery deepens. Is Blackwood Manor a haunted house, a paranormal vortex that consumes all who enter, or is it the centerpiece of a century-old conspiracy? A gruesome arrangement between a malevolent entity and a village that has traded its humanity for prosperity. Perhaps the truth is a chilling fusion of both. The supernatural horror of the house is real, but it is enabled and perpetuated by the very human rascals of Oakhaven. It is a terrifying thought, a place where the true monsters are not just the ghosts in the shadows, but the smiling neighbors who might just lead you to them. The legend of Oakhaven and Blackwood Manor serves as a stark reminder that some doors are best left unopened, and some mysteries are best left unsolved. The house on the hill continues to wait, patient and hungry, protected by its village of rascals. What do you guys think? Is this a case of mass hysteria and folklore, or is there something truly evil lurking in Oakhaven? Let me know your theories in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the shadows. If you enjoyed this story, please hit that like button and consider subscribing for more explorations into the unknown. Stay safe, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.